Well, here we are, back again. Trying different things to make a really bad gun work, apparently. Welcome back to the Mike Papa Kilo Rumble / Odysee channel. I found some 178 grain factory seconds from Midway that we're going to try today. I have them on. This variety is the 20 grains of 2744, I believe. Or 5744, sorry. 28 grains with the 178 grain factory second. And then I've got some 39 grains of the accurate 4350. And then I've got, that's 40 grains, 39 grains of 4350. I got one with 40 grains in it. It's like a compressed load. That's accurate 4350, which is much like the Hodgdon 4350. And this is Shooter's World tack, 39 grains of tack. So I'm going to see how well those perform. We've got some crappy BLC2 reloads I've had since the Ishapore bolt action Lee Enfield that I just shot out of the full auto G3 they have here at BTO. Thanks BTO, I like your range. It makes me be able to shoot indoors and lazy like. I'm a big fan of that. Look at this. Like how much easier could that get? So come check them out, Conroe, Texas, Big Tex Outdoors. And we've got my trigger job done, overturn stop, longer buttstock, got our scope on there. Let's see if we can stay on 25 and we'll go out to 100 because like most things I blame myself, even though it's probably the tool. We gotta try something different. Oh, I've also got these. This is the 147 grain Hornady bullet with the tack, 43 grains of tack. Since it's a lighter bullet, you need more powder. So we'll start with that. No, we'll start with that because there's lots of them. So the G3 they have here at BTO, the magazine rocked in a lot easier than mine. I thought it was PTR, but it just so happened that their magazine, it worked great in the PTR too. So I don't know where they got that Witchcraft magazine because it's just like my aluminum surplus one. Get some BLC2 loaded up here. Their gun shot pretty harsh compared to mine. So I don't know if they have a different recoil system in theirs. I don't know how their buffer works. But I'm sure their gun's probably used and abused. Alright, 25 yard group to start. Let's see how we do. I guess we really don't need a 5-shot group here. Wow, we're all the way on the right side of the paper. Yeah, that Hellion screwed us up big time. Alright, now that I've had an aneurysm trying to get this sighted in, let's shoot a 5-shot group with BLC2. Need a viewfinder and that camera basically inverts. And it makes me adjust backwards and waste lots of time and money. Which is just fun. But we're on now. Unlike the Springfield Hellion, we are zeroed. Well, the trigger is significantly better since last time we shot this precision like. Where are our rounds hitting? And it's shooting right, for whatever reason. Even though I had it pretty much dialed in. There's our 2 shots that we can see. So hopefully the next one's going to continue with BLC2. We'll take a break after this one. Maybe this gun's getting less accurate as I use it, because I just cleaned it, cleaned the bore, cleaned the inside. If this thing's getting less accurate, lethal weapons is going to be very, very tough. Yep, that is some G3 accuracy, boys. Okay, I'm gonna adjust the scope up and left. So we'll still be aiming at the center. And then we've got the 147 grain on 43 grains of Shooter's World tack. And at the very end, I'm going to shoot an iron sight group with this stuff too, just to compare. A nice fresh shoot right there. There it is, end up. I guess we'll let the gun cool down a little bit because I just shot the piss out of it. We'll be right back. All right, let's see where the new powder wants to go. That's not bad. All right. Go ahead and try some of this 39 grains. Tack with 185 grain projectile, 178 grain projectile rather, sorry. I have no idea where these are going. Oh boy. Alright, well, we'll just bring those in because I don't see they're probably going left, but I think they're going to go right. We'll bring the target and see where our hits were from last two. There's our first three from BLC2. The one on the left has actually got two holes stacked on top of each other, which is surprising. And then all I did was move down. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 somewhere, and then this is a pretty good group right here from that tack. I'm going to shoot that tack again, but unfortunately the tack with the 185s aren't anywhere on here, but there's a group with the tack, and that's pretty freaking neat. So I'm going to go ahead and mark those and put a new piece of paper up and just shoot the last 3 rounds of the 185 with the tack, because I didn't make any more but 5 of those, and we're not on paper, which is not good. The reason why I want to use the Shooter's World tack is the same reason I do anything on this channel. It's cheaper. Brand new target, 3 rounds of the tack with the 178s in it. And it looks like the 147 Hornady bullet works really well with this tack. But we'll just aim at the center and hopefully we get hits on paper. If not, this is just flu blood. Yeah, I was shooting way left. It's hitting the middle target on the left. Seems to be fairly accurate though. Holy crap, we found a bullet this gun likes. Okay, I'll show you guys this at the end. We'll do the 4350 now. You can't really fit a whole lot in the 4350 with their giant cylinders. So the very last round I'm going to do the max load because it's a compressed load, which is 40 grains. And the 4 leading up to it will be 39 grains. So if there's a kaboom, we know which round it's going to happen on. It's just like Varget. 44 grains is like the minimum load for Varget. 44 grains is compressed load, so I don't know how you can get up to the 48 they call it from max. That and I don't vet as to whether or not I'm using 7.62 brass or 308, so that's also a thing. Now what the hell is going on with you? So we'll aim at the bottom right-hand target because this is probably going to shoot left. Wow, that is some really soft shooting crap. Wow, that second shot went way out. So yeah, 308 does not like double base powder apparently. This is jumping. Scope's tight. I always think it's something I did wrong, but it's never me, unfortunately. That's not too terrible group, honestly. And the extra grain of powder just made it go right a little bit. So that's a good load too. Use that for burner ammo. 39 grains of 4350. That's some soft shooting 308. And it grouped vertically. Okay, interesting. Just for fun, we'll do the old 180 grain was the original boat tail hollow point that I was using from the factory seconds of Midway. And this is 28 grains of double base, 5744 again. But I set them in deeper. So now instead of being like 71.5 millimeters, I think that's what I loaded them to before. I loaded them to 70 millimeters, so a lot shorter now. I'll aim at the bottom left. See where they end up. Yeah, it's shooting left to center now. Yeah, it's shooting like crap. My groups seem to be getting a little bit better now that I cleaned the whore. That's actually not bad. This trigger job may have made it a little bit nicer, but I think this barrel actually did need some breaking in. It seems like when they button cut rifle this barrel, they leave a lot of burrs in here maybe. That's my theory. I have no idea. This is me spitballing. Because the groups are actually getting a lot better. And yeah, that's weird. Huh, that's strange. So the gun's grouping better now, which is good. Do I have any varget loads with me? Just to see where the varget's at. Because I don't think I brought any of that because I was experimenting today. She doesn't shoot for crap, but boy, she looks cool. Now that's just the eternal optimist of me coming out. This is still a 3.5 MOA gun. 1, 2, 3, yeah. But it's making something that resembles a group now, with all loads. So I mean, it's still a garbage gun for accuracy, but it just seems like it's patterning a little bit better. But it's still 3.5 MOA accurate. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this scope off, and I'm gonna shoot the last 10 rounds of tack, 3 at 25 and 7 at 100, because if it's as flat of a trajectory as Varget, I'm gonna load all the rest of my brass with it instead of Varget, because Varget's expensive. It's like $55 a pound, and tack is like $35 a pound, when both of them used to be $20 a pound. Oh, I hate COVID. Thanks, Ukraine. All right, 25 yards. See how flat this cartridge shoots with these sights. Because the sights are all the way down, we can't adjust it anymore. Okay. See how that did. Alright, that's a good start. Just a little bit low, and we'll send it out to 100 and see where we're at. Alright, 100 yards.
Come on, Chevron, don't fail me now.
I think that'll do it. That's not too bad.
Ooh, quiet gun.